work out okay?
We're all good.
Yeah?
Yes. Hi guys. Sorry I'm a little late, but
Better late
you know
than
us
never.
women, we can't really get to the party on time. Fashionably late.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, so we left Brazos Bend and we headed here. No big stops or big deals. We did stop at one place and tried on a couple cowboy hats.
We did.
We took
That
a
was fun.
photo opportunity for someone who wanted to see us in a cowboy hat.
That was for you, Sarah.
That's for
See,
you,
now
Sarah.
you've created a monster.
Yeah, I
Because
have.
Now he wants a hat.
Yes, because now I want a hat, and
Mama says.
Mama says no. You gotta get rid of a hat. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so we left Brazos Bend. We headed here. We made one stop, had lunch at this neat little place in LaGrange, Texas, and then found a Buescher State Park. Got here, got a nice little spot tucked in. This was on Thursday, and Friday, come the weekend, then it got kind of
Busy.
mobbed.
Busy. Nice.
Got mobbed. They have private cabins here as well, on the same little camp road that we're on, and a couple of people came in and were up till about 2:30 in the morning.
A little loud, but
A little loud, but whatever.
we didn't get out the.
Yeah, but we got to check. We got to really get into. This is the first camp we came into straight with a surge protector. We used it a little bit in Brazos, but we had a surge protector this time. We have a water filter hooked up for water, so we have that. We got that all straightened out. But anyway, so we got here. The staff, as usual.
Top notch.
Yeah.
Rita, Layla, Joe,
Yeah.
everybody's
Yeah.
friendly,
Yep.
more than willing to answer any questions that you
Right.
have.
Right.
Just
You could
nice people.
Yeah, you could actually. We saw a hawk, and I'll show you the picture of the hawk here. We found. We were walking out, and I took my camera out. Had a chance to use one of the lenses. Just try to concentrate on one lens. So we ironically found a hawk down in the lower part of the campground, and a ranger was driving by, and my wife just raises a hand. He stops, and the guy
asked him
didn't
what it
know what
was.
it was, but he went on his phone and found it, and then came back and just
told us what it was.
told us
Yeah,
what it
just-
was. And even he's been kind of like this face we see almost every day. He comes by, he knows who we are, and they check in with you. It's really, you don't even get that at a motel. You don't really have that same connection. So this is really cool. Wildlife here, not quite as heavy as in Brazos, but I think Brazos is heavy, more so than anywhere.
Closer, more water there.
Yeah, more
it's
water.
Bigger. It's probably
A little more,
4 or 5 times the size of here.
right?
But also here, like we said before, 2011, they had devastating fires on the
Yeah,
park right next door that took out 90% of it. So
fast drop.
I think it takes a long time for the wildlife to recover from
All of
something
that.
like that.
Yeah, but we have been able to see, like I said, a red-shouldered hawk, which I put a picture of that. Some osprey, eagles, or eagle. Your coyotes, cardinals, wrens, warblers, thrushes are all here. Where we're parked in, it's very thick around where densely. There's a lot of shrubs. What's the name of this new invasive shrub down here?
Yaupon.
Yaupon.
They actually also make tea out of it
Out
down
of
here,
leaves.
which we're going to pick up and
Try.
on the way out.
Yeah.
Pick up some of it. So
But
we
it
can
is
try
fairly invasive, and it sort of reminds me of Russian olive. But I don't think it's quite as aggressive as Russian olive. It sort of takes hold and it just kind of sits there. But it has hundreds of these little red berries, which I'm sure are the crux of the invasiveness of it. But that said, so the last 3 days weather-wise has been nice, 67, 70 degrees during the day, but it has been very cold at night.
This morning was the coldest we've had. I think it was 29 when we got up.
Yeah.
So a
Yeah.
little bit chilly.
Yeah, and you've touched on it a little bit before. There is a interesting way in which there's another state park That's, what is it? It would be north of here, northwest of here. That's actually attached to this park. Yeah, it is. It's like,
Oh, okay.
it's this fire pit. It's attached here by sort of a common road that's, what, 10 miles long?
Yes.
And you go through this road, it's kind of a weaving road, and you go out of this state park and weave your way, and there's very little privatization on this road. It's more of a forest road or a state park road to the other park. But along the way, you get to see the devastation that she alluded to before. Even though the fire was years ago, when was it?
2011. And then they had another one, I think, 2 years ago.
Right up at the upper end of the park. Bastrop is about almost a 7,000 acre park, and the fire took 90% of that park. And with that, there are how many homes that were lost? 1,600 homes.
Two
and
people
two people
died.
died.
Homes, businesses. It was pretty catastrophic.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people did not have
Insurance. So
Banks didn't own their houses. They had built the houses
Yep.
themselves, so they lost everything.
Pretty devastating. It seems like everywhere we go, don't you think it's like Brazos, it's a flood. Mississippi, hurricane flood. Louisiana,
Right.
flood.
I mean, we don't
hurricane.
think about those things in New England.
No.
We think about snowstorms and blizzards, but
yeah.
we don't have those
Yeah,
catastrophic
you don't. Snow
events
melts, goes away.
that take out your home,
Yeah,
which it's kind of sad to see, but they come together
right.
and
So
help rebuild.
I guess that's the thing, is like we really kind of feel blessed in so many ways. Not just to be able to do this, but just to look around us and say, you know, where we had come from. Even we were fortunate to be, you know, all those little things that we'd complain about. We all complain about it. It's just human nature. But
Be thankful for what you have.
be thankful for what you have. One of the things, though, that I do want to, I am going to do a rant video at some point, and that is one of the things I was really impressed about with this state park, that I'm sure we'll see in other state parks, is what the CCC left behind, and that's still standing in this park, and the architecture that went along with that. And it just, in Connecticut, I grew up in an area where there was a park called Devil's Hop Yard State Park, and always rode to school when I was a kid through the park. That was part of the route that we took, and the stonework and everything in there always was, even as a kid, when I look at it, I was like, man, that's really cool, the way they took stone and they built walls and arches and everything. And it's down here too.
Texas benefited hugely from the
CCC.
I mean, their state parks were built.
Yeah, primarily from the CCC. If it wasn't for them, then, you know, I think there was, what, 50 parks that
There were 52.
they helped build, and then there's only 30 something left.
Yeah, left out of it.
The other 20 maybe going
So all those stone
privatized
buildings that
them.
we're going to be showing you
Yeah,
are all from them. I mean, bridges.
bridges, roads. They built roads. They
Oh,
built retaining
yeah.
walls. They built buildings, rec halls.
All in
barracks.
9 years.
Yeah, all in 9
It was only
years.
from 1933 to 1942
Yeah.
that they were.
And can you imagine
going.
getting, and here you were, a kid, 17, 18 years old, you're out of work. They give you $30, but they make you send 25 home. $30 a month. And they make you send 25 home to your family. But a lot of people that I've talked to say that their parents were involved in it, you know, way back when. But I don't hear too much negative with it. So at some point in time, I'm going to do a little research. I might do a 10-minute rant video on that, just to kind of.
No, it's good to get that information out. It's something
Yeah.
that we never knew
Right,
about. I mean,
right.
all the things that
We've
we're
heard
learning.
of it,
Heard of it, but you know,
never
it's way
really
back,
and it kind of goes in the back of your mind, and it's
you don't really think about it until you really see what they've done.
right. So, at any rate, we're actually it's morning now, and we're getting ready to pack up and head to McKinney Falls State Park, which is just outside of Austin, for today and tomorrow, and then Saturday we're gonna start our house sit for a week and upload some of these videos and catch up on the blog and this and that. So
Do a little cooking.
do a little cooking. We do a little cooking to put stuff away in the freezer, and then that holds us over at certain periods of time, like chili and stuff like that, where you can throw it up in a pot real quick. If you know the weather's bad and we can't cook outside, we can heat whatever's in the freezer for dinner, etc. So
Do all those chores, get some mail. Sarah sent me a package. Thank you, Sarah. Should be there tomorrow,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. By
So
the time they see this, it'll be
it's nice to be able to
we'll be
get the
done.
mail and things that we might need
Yeah.
from home.
yeah. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's it. We need to wrap things up so Mama can get an iced coffee.
Yep, so Mama can get an iced coffee, and we're going to wrap up here, and we will see you at Vlogs 9, and which we'll probably do at the end of our house in Austin. So in about a week or so, we'll see you then. Don't forget to sign up if you haven't already, and don't forget to share this video, like this video, and subscribe to our blog right down there at www.theturtleandthetiger.com. Take care.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.
Bye-bye.